Hey guys, so in the last video, we got everything set up to run C++ code on Mac and Windows. And on this tutorial, we're going to write our very first C++ program. So click on your IDE. If you're on Mac, it's Xcode. If you're on Windows, it's Visual Studio. Next, follow the steps in the last video to make a new C++ project for your IDE. In Xcode, you go to Create New Xcode Project, macOS, command line tool. Next, project name, I'm going to call mine lesson 1, language C++. Next, and create. Alright, so Xcode gives us already a main.cpp file, but we're actually going to make ours from scratch. So we're going to go ahead and delete this by right clicking it, press delete, move to trash, and we come here to File, New File, select C++ file, and for the name, I'm going to call mine main. And these instructions are fairly similar to Visual Studio. Create the project. Alright, so in here we can delete everything here. And the first thing we want to write is pound include left arrow IO stream right out. This is called a Preprocessor Directive. Now C++ has a huge library of pre-written code that helps us to write programs. These libraries contain stuff like displaying data to the user, some mathematical functions, and lots more. So what this line is saying is include the IO stream library into our file. You can think of this as a copy and paste command. When a compiler sees this, it's literally going to copy and paste the IO stream library onto the top of our file. Now we don't see this because all of this is happening in the background. On the next line, type using namespace std. std stands for standard, and make sure you have the semicolon after std. In a later video, I'm going to go more in detail on what exactly this namespace means. Next, the compiler needs to find the starting point of our code. This is where the main method comes in. And I will go over methods in a later video, but for now, just type int main open close parentheses and then open close curly bracket like this. So just remember, the main method is the starting point of our application. So when the compiler starts reading our code, it's going to start here and run whatever codes in between the opening and close curly brackets. So now we can write the code that actually shows something to the user. And to do this, you type cout, 2 left arrows, open close quotation marks, and type hello world. And once again, make sure you have a semicolon after the last quotation mark. So what's happening here? Cout is an object that lives in the IOStream library. These 2 left arrows right here are called a stream extraction operator. Basically what this does, it takes whatever on the right, in this case a hello world string, and give it to cout. And cout contains a code that will display data to the user. We don't have to write this code that actually displays the data. It's already pre-built for us in the IOStream library. So we can run this by pressing the run button, and we should see hello world come out. Alright, great, so it works. We got a hello world that comes out in the console window. So next, let's skip a line and let's write the same thing. Let's write cout, the stream extraction operator, and this time let's put your first name. I'm going to put Sam for mine. And once again, the semicolon after the last quotation mark. Now let's build and run this and see what we get. Alright, so it says hello world and it says Sam, but we don't really want it like this. We want it on 2 separate lines. Now you would think that we wrote it on 2 lines here, that it will come out as 2 lines. But in fact, we need something that's called a line break. So to write this, we're going to have the stream extraction operator again, like this. Remember, the stream extraction operator is just 2 left arrows, and after them, we're going to type end L. It's the word end and a lowercase l. And this stands for end line. So if we build and run this now again, we see we got hello world and it's Sam. So what this does is outputs hello world, skips to the next line, and it outputs Sam. Now over here you can see the message program ended with exit code 0. Lots of times IDEs will give us messages in the output window, and these messages are here to tell us the status of the program, such as if it ran correctly, if there are any errors, stuff like that. So this message here tells us this code ran successfully. But I don't like where the message is. It's right next to my last line where it says Sam. To fix this, in the last cout statement, after the last quotation mark, I could put a stream extraction operator, write NL for end line, and I also can do another stream extraction operator and write NL again, and let's see what we get. If we build and run the code. Alright, so we got hello world, the next line Sam, and it skips 2 lines and writes a message. So over here what's happening, we're printing out Sam, skip 1 line, and skip the line after that, and it outputs whatever it needs to output. So we learned how to display data to the user. Let me know in the comments below if you need any help or are getting any errors you can't fix. And all the code in the series will be available on my GitHub page, which I will link below. See you guys in the next video, where we will learn about variables. See ya.